This is Mechbay, and welcome to another episode of Mechbay Dios. Alright, well, today I'd like to share with you guys something that I'm currently working on. This is actually an accessory that I'm doing for Dio commission that I'm currently working on right now. Um, but I decided to kind of go over how I built this so that you could apply it maybe in your future dioramas projects. So as you can see, this is a newspaper um, vending machine basically, and this is kind of like the old style a newspaper vending machine where you have the coin mechanism on the top, and kind of reminiscent of if you have the Spider-Man Classics figure, um, the Toy Biz one. It comes with that red kind of like collapsible um, newspaper vending machine. That's kind of like the same idea on this one right here. And I'm actually doing a 1/6 scale diorama, so this is actually a bigger size. So if I put this one right here where I have my Hot Toys Spider-Man 1/6 scale figure, you could kind of have an idea of the scale of what this one uh, size-wise. So all right, so as you can see, I have some of the materials I have laid out in here, and eventually, though I will assemble all these right here to be part of this. But of course, I just want to share with you guys how I started putting this together prior to getting completed, so that you'll have an idea what I did. So anyway, the majority of the materials that I use in here is basically just craft foam that you could buy at dollar store, kind of like this materials right here. And this one comes in 24 by 36 panels, and it's $1. So fairly cheap, and it's a very easy materials to work with. So that's why I decided to use this one. I'm pretty sure you could use other materials if you want, like balsa woods or styrene plastics would work too. But for me, this is just a easier medium to work with, so I decided to do that way. So so all of these are basically just craft foam, and then the coin mechanism right here. I used I took a scrap from my scrap pile of insulation foam. So it's pink, right? So that's what it is, and I just added more craft foam for the detailing. And then one of the other materials I use in here is this one right here that will mimic the hinge part of the vending machine, because you put the coin here, and then this actually usually pops out, so you can open this, and as you can imagine, this is where the movement happens when you pull this down. So um, to mimic that, I use lollipop sticks, so you can kind of see it's actually rounded popsicle sticks. And all I did there is I just cut a groove and put that there, glue it in there, and that's it. So pretty simple. I basically have I cut like 4 different panels, um, 3 kind of like panels for the top, the bottom, and I also added one in the middle to give more structure, so that it'll be more stable. Because if you don't put anything in the middle of this one, later on this part some part of this might kind of collapse inside. So it's always good to put additional reinforcement when you're doing or working with this kind of materials. All right, and the other materials I have in here is this one right here. It's a clear plastic from my action figure, those packaging. Just cut this one, and basically what will happen is I will eventually put that in there to act as the glass. And then of course have this newspaper. I printed it to scale, so eventually it's gonna be like that. And then I'll have this framing to go like that. I still need to trim the bottom part, and then this portion I'll be putting right there. So that will be kind of like the window for the newspaper. But that will be the last part for me to do, because before I do that I need to basically finish the painting for the entire piece right here. And I'm planning to eventually paint the final color for this will be red, so I think it will look nice. And then I also printed additional labels that I'll be attaching in some parts of this newspaper vending machine. Like for example, I'll add like I have like a little sticker I'm gonna be adding right here that kind of show you the coin, um, um, the place where to put the coins, and also some labels of the price for the newspaper, things like that. It's gonna be there. I'll be adding that little sticker right here at the bottom right here. And then I actually have a couple of more labels that I cut. I'll be cutting. I don't have it right now, but basically it's just the logo of the New York Times that will be attached right here on the side, that will come like this way, and the same thing on the other side. And then size wise, the height of this is about a little over 8 inches from the floor to the top of this coin mechanism. And then the width is about 2 inches. No, not 2 inches, about 3.5 inches wide, and then about 2 inches deep. So which translates in real life scale size is that this vending machine is about a little over 4 feet tall, and then 2 feet wide, and about 1.5 feet deep. The real scale size, just to give you an idea. All right, well, the next time that I'll come back, I'll have this one completed. So basically the next step for me here is to prime this black, and then put the final coat of red. All right, I'll see you in the next part of the video. So here's the completed project for this 1/6 scale newspaper bending machine. And as you can see, it's been fully painted, as well as weathered and distressed to make it look more realistic, I guess. And just to get it closer, added that label in there just to show you that this is a where you put the coins, to get the this part right here open. And that's basically just a label print that I downloaded from the internet, and then scale it to the size that I want, and paste it in there. which looks, you know, perfectly good. I mean, I like it. Turns out good. And then for this part right here, the same thing. I, you know, printed a newspaper that I downloaded from the internet as well, and then just scale it down for 1/6 scale size, and basically just paste that on it, paste it in there, and then, you know, added this plastic from a recycled action figure clamshell that I have, just to, you know, create that or mimic the glass look. And then pretty much everything right here are all made out of craft foam or project foam. And then this little part right here is made of the insulation foam, so this one is not hollow, but this part right here is hollow. So again, I think I mentioned before that I have some sort of reinforcement inside of this structure, just to hold this so that the sides, the side wall won't kind of like warped in. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of, you know, it's not really flat, but, you know, it's not really perfect. But that's what will happen if you don't have some sort of reinforcement. This one will just, you know, get depressed there over time, and it's not good. But anyway, yeah, you know, I added additional labels on the front, side. The back is just distressed. I just distressed it by using sandpaper, a coarse sandpaper, just to chip off some of the paint. And then of course added some rust by painting it on there. So yeah, came out pretty good. And then for those of you who want to recreate this, the dimension for this is from here to this part right here is about 6 inches, and then the depth is about 3 inches, and then across is 3.5 inches. And then if you add this part right here, then the overall height will be from bottom to here is about 4.5 inches. So, all right, well, that's a wrap for this project, and I hope that I was able to give you guys an idea on how to do this. And if you have any question, please drop me a message. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and I'd appreciate if you guys can like and share my video. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.